Hey guys, for today's video, I am going to put this little guy to the test. I purchased this with a smoky eye in mind, so I'm going to test it out and see just how good of a smoky eye I can get using this little palette right here. I will be using some of my other eyeshadows as a base, like a cream colored, and maybe the inner corners will come from somewhere else because obviously this doesn't have every shade I need, but I want to see if I can get a good pigmented, rich, smoky eye from this dollar palette. So if you want to see how it turns out, then make sure you keep on watching. Okay guys, so for the interest of time, I went ahead and did my whole face. I did my bronzer, my contour, and I did my eyebrows so that we can just focus on the eyeshadow. I wore the LA Colors lip crayon today with a pencil, and my lips are slightly stained where I had a little bit of dry skin or dry lips, so I apologize for that. Kind of looks like my lips bleeding a little bit. But it's not, it's just stained. Okay, so also, I don't know if you can see it now that I've put base on it, but there's a little bit of blue under on my bottom lash line and just a little bit of purple on my top lash line. I also tried out the Duo pencil and it lined very pigmented. It stayed on all day. I did put a purple eyeshadow over the lid because I had done the entire lid with the pencil and I didn't want it to crease and like transfer, and it worked really well. It stayed on all day long, but as you can see, it did stain a little bit. So, ooh, okay, had something in my eye. It did stain a little bit, so just, you know, be aware that it may stain. Okay, so first I'm gonna go in with my fluffy eyeshadow brush that severely needs to be cleaned, holy cow. And I'm just going to put some Lively as a base all over the lid, as I always do. This really helps with blending. It minimizes and cuts down time on blending so much, especially with shadows that are less of lower quality and have a harder time blending. So you guys know what you gotta do to get the look you want without spending the money. And trust me, I'm the kind of person that if I could spend the money, I would, honestly, because I love this stuff, but I just can't, so I don't. Okay, so I'm gonna start out by putting on some of my LA Colors Auto Eyeliner, and this is just to make sure that I can get a nice black and get it smudged out before I put on eyeshadow. So let's see, we have eyeliner. I know that I have very hooded eyes, so I have to pull my lid because like the skin on my eyelid, it wrinkles really easy. So I know everybody's like, oh, you're gonna give yourself wrinkles. I already have them. This is how I deal with them. It's okay, I promise. No eyeballs were hurt in the making of this video. No eyelids were either. Okay, so I'm gonna go nice and thick with that. Tell you guys the truth, I've only done a smoky eye maybe twice in my life, so I don't even know if I'm gonna end up looking like a raccoon at the end of this, but I figured, hey, if I don't experiment with YouTube, like, where am I gonna experiment? It's fine. We're just smudging it anyway, so. I need to stop whispering to myself under my breath as I'm making my videos, because I know you guys were like, what did she say? And sometimes when I'm editing, I'm like, why am I mumbling? Like, people aren't gonna hear you. Like, stop mumbling. And I promise I will try to stop mumbling. I just like to talk to myself. Okay. Got that. Okay, so now I am going to grab this dense Wet n Wild brush, and I'm going to see if I can smudge this out just a little bit. Just so I can blend some eyeshadow into it. You think I would have Googled how to do a smoky eye before I record a video on making a smoky eye. There's a concept. Oh, that seems to be like removing a lot of it, but that's okay. All right. This is another making it work moment brought to you by Cheap Makeup. All right, so we got a base down. Now to go in with the eyeshadows. I'm going to grab my other densely packed eyeshadow brush. And first, I take that back. I'm gonna go back with the fluffy brush, and I am going to use this dark brown shade right here as a transition shade on my crease. Putting it on very lightly because I don't know how pigmented this is going to be with the brush. And I'm actually really, really impressed. Do you guys see the pigment on this? This is no joke. $1. $1. And there's no fallout. There's no dusting up on the tray. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, now I'm gonna switch brushes. For the outer corner, I'm gonna go in with the black at the very bottom here. And I'm just going to smudge that right on the outside corner. Holy pigment! Okay, I picked up way too much apparently. And look, there's no fallout on my face. That's insane. I'm gonna blend this into the lid. I'm gonna have to grab my blending brush. I'm going to scoop this along the bottom lash line. Yeah, some cleanup will be required. I was not expecting this much pigment. Holy cow. Whoa, okay. I know I sound shocked. I am shocked. I am truly, honestly shocked. I really didn't expect this much pigment coming out of these eyeshadows. I have my blending brush, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a sponge tip applicator for this. I am going to grab some of this teal shade here. I just wanna put a little pop of color in the smoky eye. So I'm gonna put this on the inside part of the lid. All the way on the lid. Do you guys see the pigment on this? This is ridiculous. Like, there are some palettes I bought at the dollar store from LA Colors that I will never buy another palette from them again in that line. But this one, I would get every palette they have because these are matte shades and they are smooth. They apply really easily. They're super pigmented. They're not, I'm not having any fallout. Like, are you kidding me? I don't know, I sound like a broken record just repeating myself, but I am so impressed right now, like so impressed. Okay, and then I am going to grab my little friend here, my little under eye smoky brush type of thing, and I am going to take some of that same blue and I am going to smoke out my bottom lash line, bring it out. Now I'm gonna go in with black. I am literally like just tapping the brush into the shadow because it is so insanely pigmented. Whew. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my blending brush. Whoops, sorry guys. And I am going to just blend this all in and see if I need to go darker, if there's any areas I need to touch up. I almost feel like I need to take a little bit of that dark brown and just bring it back in here. Okay, now I'm going to take the white in my, whatchamacallit, contour palette, and I'm just going to buff that in lightly. It's more of a highlight shade, so it won't show up so stark white. All right, so for the inner corner, I'm gonna take my little friend once again. I'm gonna give him a little buffy buff on the hair donut. And I'm gonna go into that same white shade. And I'm just gonna pop that right in there. And then bring a little bit down in here. Just because I like the way that looks. And you know, it's really difficult to do a smoky eye when you have such a hooded eye, because it makes it look like you're just wearing black eyeliner. So you really have to go a little bit more extreme to get the look that you're going for. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with mascara. And Kylie's laughing. She's not crying, I promise, she's laughing. She's playing with her sister again. Her sister's so good with her. She gives me like time every evening, you know, once they've been fed and everything before Kylie's bedtime, to record my videos so that I can work full time, still be a full-time mom and a full-time YouTuber. So I love my baby girl so much. She's amazing. I'm talking about the big one for taking care of the little one, but both my baby girls, obviously. And Joey helps her a lot too. He's really awesome. I swear I'm the luckiest mom in the world. I have the best kids alive. I really do. My eyes are watering a little bit because when I was washing my face to remove my day makeup to do this video, I got some soap in my eye and they're just a little irritated, so they're red. So keep that in mind. And it's like you wear makeup all day to work, then you come home and you gotta wash it off so you can put my makeup on camera. That's the story of my life. But I love you guys and I love what I do and I don't want to stop, so this is what I have to do to keep going. You just gotta do what you gotta do, right? I don't want to give it up, that's for sure. I'm having way too much fun and I'm learning so much just by doing these things. Like, I'm just like, hey, let's see if I can make that happen. And if I can't, then I figure out how I can make that happen. So, all right. So, what do you guys think? Do you think I achieved a good smoky eye with a $1 palette? I will get up close and give you a look. Oh my goodness, I should have put on lipstick before getting that up close because my lips look so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me go ahead and throw on some lipstick real quick because this is gross. This is really gross. You know what? I'm just going to throw on my Laura Geller lip gloss. It's sitting right here. Sticky, sticky. let me do the close-up one more time without crow's lips. Of course, this look would be a lot more dramatic and a lot more effective with lashes, but that's not happening tonight. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And please remember, I put up videos every single day at 9 a.m., if not a little later, usually around 9. And I'm also on social media. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. I am Angela That Babe on Instagram and YouTube That Babe on Twitter and Snapchat. I will see you guys on tomorrow's video. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye.